Hello, this is Dr. Lorenz, Longevity Health Institute. I hope this finds you well. And I give you a thought today, a little bit of an update on peptides. Here at Longevity Health Institute, we're always bringing you the best in integrative, functional, personalized medicine. And peptides, they've been around for a few years, been around 20 years in Russian science. Good stuff, good scientific stuff. But in America, we've been using them about a couple of years, 2-3 years. But more and more data is showing the benefits, and we see, wonderful things. So the thing is that there's many peptides, but I want to tell you about some home runs and some of the things we've seen. And probably the number one peptide that we've seen, like just amazing stuff, is on the GLP-1, the semaglutide. Now, we like to use the compounded semaglutide that's with BPC 157. The reason is one of the side effects of that peptide for weight loss and diabetic reversal or diabetic management, but it is a home run. I've not seen any patient of ours, hundreds here, that have lost a lot of weight very successfully, and because of how we manage them with watching muscle and bone and water weight, etc., we've had them do lovely and actually maintain that weight off. And we've had people lose 15 to literally 90 pounds, on semaglutide. Excellent peptide, once a day sub-Q dosing. We like to use it compounded with BPC 157, another peptide, but the reason is because it protects the gut, but it limits actually the GI effects, the nausea or the little bit of bowel or GI side effects, It is an appetite suppressant, and it sensitizes your insulin receptors. It makes your pancreas and insulin and all that work better. So the easiest way to explain what I've said to a lot of my patients is this: we're taking you metabolically back decades, We're making you metabolically more efficient. And this is why when you're 25, 30, you could eat bad, go on a jog, and still be lean and ripped, The reality of it is when you get in your 4th, 5th, 6th decade, it's very easy to metabolically slow down, to get insulin resistant, even if you're way before diabetes, So this is not just for diabetics, it's for anybody that needs to lose weight and get metabolically more efficient, to feel good, to thrive, have energy in that, because so many things happen. I want to tell you a couple stories. I have one 82-year-old female here that has pulmonary fibrosis. Pulmonary fibrosis comes from toxic exposure and damage to the lungs. The lungs get hardened. The alveoli don't exchange oxygen well. She's down 45 pounds, in about a 6-month period, maybe 7, She's off her oxygen. She was oxygen dependent. With exercise, she'll still use oxygen, but on her daily life, going to the grocery store, going out to shop, going to see relatives and luncheons, etc., she doesn't even need her oxygen because she is oxygenating well, because she has lost that weight that's putting pressure on her diaphragm. It's working amazing. Her energy's gone up 30-40%, she said. Feels great. Of course, we're seeing drastic changes in her average blood sugars, insulin, etc. So it's helping her immensely. She's 82. God bless her. Doing wonderfully. Another patient we have, actually, her husband went vegan, lost all this weight and got a health kick. She needed to lose about 70, 80 pounds. She's down 75 pounds, and actually her autoimmune stuff, Hashimoto's, digestive stuff that was caused by her gut lining that we've been working on a long time, finally kicked in because it controlled her carbohydrates, it controlled her cravings, and controlled a lot of her drives, even for just healthy but excessive carbs. Now we're managing her well right now with protein, the right weighted exercise, and managing her hormones so that she gets good muscle and bone integrity to maintain that metabolism, but she's down 75 pounds. Just today I saw somebody on follow-up that literally only need to lose about 15. She's down very close to that, But it's really helped her because it's limited her alcohol consumption, her carb craving at night, her snacking, late night snacking, etc. But that semaglutide is excellent for weight loss, reversing insulin resistance and diabetic management, but it's a home run. I'll tell you about another one, BPC 157, body protective complex 157. Great for digestive lining, great for autoimmunity, great for body healing when there's an injury. I personally did it, had a hockey injury, literally used some in my shoulder, helped me out immensely. Over 2 weeks, something pretty bad, got full motion, got back to use, back to my activities, etc. BPC 157 is great for the gut. Okay, it is a peptide found in the epithelial lining of the gut. Super, super wonderful. And that does wonderful things. We use a lot of that here. Another peptide, wonderful stuff, is called kisspeptin. Funny thing is, it's got KISS on it. And of course, what does it do and involved in? Infertility, helping your hormone production, men and women. You see actually lovely things with men and women, but it's stimulating the pituitary to work more efficiently downstream to help your ovaries make more hormones, make you ovulate a little better. And in men, it's actually better than some of the other therapeutics that we use for hypogonadism, low testosterone in men, okay, because it's stimulating the pituitary to get more efficient, and that actually helps the adrenal gland and the gonads work naturally better. So when you're 30, 35, 38, maybe even 40s, and you have low testosterone, okay, this is an excellent peptide to actually stimulate you naturally, and it's not something permanent you have to use, maybe 3 months, 6 months, and actually get this robust testosterone. We've seen people go up 30 to 50% at least on their testosterone, and I've really not seen it yet fail. I personally love this one, and it's a nasal peptide, okay, that's called Selank. Or it's a nasal peptide. Now you can do it in other forms, sub-Q, etc., but nasally it crosses the blood-brain barrier. Selank is excellent peptide for calming your autonomic nervous system, basically calming anxiety, calming panic, helping with sleep. In fact, we find very often people love to take things to help them sleep at night because they can't sleep, but actually their autonomic nervous system is on a hyperdrive, overdrive. You know, they're driven all day, they're go, 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 go. And if you don't get some of that balance in your day, some of that autonomic, some of that parasympathetic tone down, so you're a little bit calmer in the day, not just for your anxiety day to day, but you're gonna have trouble sleeping at night. You're gonna having trouble down regulating, or I call it downshifting at night, okay? Selank is an excellent peptide for that, to help anxiety, help the autonomic nervous system. And what I innately find too, which makes sense, the gut-brain connection, so important, the gut-brain connection with peptides, because if you're driven here, and a lot of us are, including me, if you're driven in the mind and you're fear-based in a lot of ways, not intentionally, but you're just doing life and juggling, etc., okay? Or you're type A, or you're basically what essentially, 2023, half the world is, if not more, okay? You're on high autonomic drive, you're on high sympathetic tone, okay? That can disrupt the gut lining. Why? Well, when your gut gets disrupted with stress responses, you lose mucinin, your epithelium can break apart, and actually things that cause leaky gut start to happen very emphatically. So to heal your gut often, to get better digestive health, to heal leaky gut, we have to calm the brain. Selank can actually do that. Interestingly too, as we help the gut, anxiety and neurotransmitter production and brain health get better, people sleep better, better deep sleep means better restoration and recovery. So of course, this all kind of comes together. That's what functional medicine and personalized medicine is all about, is we bring it together, okay? We have these things all work better. Now, there's other there's other peptides I use, like ipramorelin, PT141, CMAX. There's many peptides we use. We're starting to use them here even intravenously in some of our therapies to help you heal and recover. But long story short is this: you don't want to overlook peptides. They're great signaling molecules. These amino acid chains that link together to make peptides are wonderful, have amazing science, okay? Major studies for 20 years in Russia, and actually animal studies in America, so they're very legit, okay? Unfortunately, until they get essentially branded, taken over by the pharmaceutical industry, essentially you're not going to hear big human studies on them, but I'm telling you, clinically here, very safe, very effective, and we see wonderful things, and we're reversing disease every day and helping people thrive, not just survive. So this is Dr. Lorenz, the best in functional medicine. I do personalized concierge medicine to many people, and I integrate myself, put hands on, day-to-day, sweat and tears with them. We live life together so that I can keep you thriving. But here, me and my practitioners, and we just brought in Dr. Ryan Aboud. He's a doctor that is helping us here in the practice this summer. And we have wonderful practitioners, PAs and nurse practitioners and nurses and staff. We're big here about building culture and about helping you live and thrive and having a great culture here to work. Okay, but you can tell my passion's here for you. If you need help, Longevity Health Institute is here for you. Reach out. We do telemedicine. We do concierge medicine. We do in-person medicine every day, all our practitioners. But pay attention, treat yourself well, love each other. And if you need help with peptides, Longevity Health Institute will help you. Be well. This is Dr. Lorenz.